Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and welcome back to the Obsidian Order Season 3. And today we've got a pretty special episode. Let's get into it. So, if we head up our elevator here, we can take a look at the grand opening of Henwood Hall, named after very famous New Zealand comedian Dai Henwood, an amazing performer and just a genuinely nice, down-to-earth guy. I have seen him live about 4 or 5 times now over the years since I came to New Zealand, and he's been an inspiration for many, many years, well before I fell ill with any health concerns or anything like that. He was always just so energetic, and that zeal for life has always been a very inspirational, motivational thing. And I know he's been very public in the last year or so with his battle with cancer, and just recently, just yesterday actually, he cancelled a bunch of shows because of his health and changes in his treatment schedule, which, you know, he's prioritizing his health, which is exactly what you should be doing in this situation. And I imagine it would have been a bit of a kick in the teeth for him. I know he's a very optimistic guy, he's probably brushed it off by now anyway, but I wanted to have a place that is always open to a show from Dai Henwood. It's always available as such. So this is, I guess, like me honouring how awesome of a dude he is. He is honestly such a cool dude. Such a cool dude. I found out a couple of years ago he watched some of my Minecraft stuff with his son, who was into Minecraft at the time. I can't imagine that's still the case now, but regardless of whether this actually makes it in front of Dai Henwood himself or not, I wanted a place where I could sort of just celebrate Dai Henwood, because he's my favourite comedian. He really is just a genuinely funny dude. If you haven't heard of Dai Henwood, what are you doing? It's 2025. Google exists. Go look him up. It's a laugh riot. I really enjoy his comedic presence. It's the energy on stage. I don't think I've seen a performer quite like Dai, that bounces around the stage so much and just has so much joy in everything. Joy in his voice, joy in his movements, joy in his comedy. Just a fantastic performer. So yeah, I wanted to honour that in some way. Now, obviously, if you're going to come to shows, you need snacks and beverages. So down the back here, we've actually got what I think would be the event planning room. I imagine there's paperwork involved. I don't do showbiz. I'm not I'm not too sure what it entails, but I imagine there's paperwork. I imagine it's more complicated than just you call a dude and they rock up and perform. And we've also got the green room here. Obviously, we might need a bouncer here to stop the riffraff from getting in. But inside, nice little setup. We've got some views out over the ocean. We've got a lot of cherry saplings, and use your imagination here with me, please. These are tea stations. Dai Henwood has frequently talked about Japan and how much he enjoys it there, the teas and just the nature there, and he finds it calming. And it's a very sort of, I guess, zen place for him. There's a lot of he talks a lot about meditation and how important it is, and I completely agree with him. Meditation is incredibly important, especially when you've got any sort of ongoing health issues. It's a very good way of keeping yourself in a good mental space. And upstairs we have more views out over the ocean, and then we've also got got this little bit here so you can watch the people come in. Yeah, what would you call them? Viewers, maybe? I guess so. Customers? Well, not really customers, because they're coming to laugh. They're not there to buy anything as such. And then in the dressing room we've got just a nice little simple setup. You can get changed, all that kind of stuff. More tea, obviously. I couldn't find a Minecraft version of like a bowl of pure green M&Ms or blue M&Ms or whatever flavour people like. Yeah, we've got to do what we can, right? It's Minecraft. We're fairly limited at times. And then back here, I think what I need to do is add like a sound or lighting desk. Right? I feel like that's something that is necessary in these sort of shows. And then as we head back from behind the stage, we can head out to the mic, and oh, we've got an audience member. There's a cat in here. How did that happen? Where did you come from? Huh. Anyway, right. As you can see, we've got a microphone here, and we can perform in front of dozens of Minecraft players. Again, kind of limited for space when you're on an oil rig, so it's not the biggest theatre, but it does look good. I'm super happy with how this turned out. It's like I said, it's been a very busy day and a bit of getting this done. You know, I wanted to get it out there as soon as I heard the announcement that he'd had to cancel a couple of shows, because it sucks. And I know from his documentaries and stuff where he's talked about it, he enjoys performing. It probably isn't the nicest to have to cancel something like that because of your health. So hopefully, Dai, you are feeling better very soon, and the next round of chemo goes very smoothly, and we'll see you at a live performance soon, whether it's here or whether it's back in Christchurch. I will hopefully be able to catch you at a live show at some point soon. If you are watching, yeah, hope you're feeling better soon. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that before I start waffling too much or, you know, getting too starstruck. But, yeah. I mean, hopefully Dai Henwood gets to see this at some point, but even if he doesn't, this is my way of saying thank you for all the amazing comedy he's put out there and just his general outlook on life. I've found it very inspirational over the years, particularly after I fell ill. And I think those sort of people that bring hope should always be celebrated. So here's to you, Dai. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.